9.1.71 Sister Christine. The following telegram was sent on Swami Vivekananda's behalf. Postal Telegraph Cable Company, received at main office, Cor Griswold and Lafayette Avenue, Detroit, Michigan, 43 New York, FCW 10 paid, 12:45 p.m. New York, NY, August 17, 1895. Miss Christina Greenstidle, 418 Alfred Street, Detroit, Michigan. Swami leaving sends you and Mrs. Funk love and blessings. Kripananda. 9.1.72 Miss Isabel McKinley, 80 Oakley Street, Chelsea, Southwest, London, 24th October 95. We meet and part. This is the law and ever be. I sadly ask, O gentle ones, do you remember me? I haven't had any news from Chicago, nor did I write, as I did not want to bother you. Also, I did not know where to. Accompanying is a newspaper notice of a lecture I delivered in London. It is not bad. The London audiences are very learned and critical, and the English nature is far from being effusive. I have some friends here, made some more, so I am going on. My bed is in the foaming deep. What care I, friend, the dew? It is a queer life, mine, always travelling, no rest. Rest will be my death. Such is the force of habit. Little success here, little there, and a good deal of bumping. Saw Paris a good deal. Miss Josephine MacLeod, a New York friend, showed it all over to me for a month. Even there, the kind American girl. Here in England, they know us more. Those that do not like the Hindus, they hate them. Those that like, they worship them. It is slow work here, but sure. Not frothy, not superficial. English women as a rule are not as highly educated as the American women, nor are so beautiful. They are quite submissive wives or hidden away daughters or church-going mothers, the embodiments of crystallized conventionality. I am going to have some classes at the above address. Sometimes, and generally, when I score a success, I feel a despondence. I feel as if everything is vain, as if this life has no meaning, as if it is a waking dream. Love, friendship, religion, virtue, kindness, everything, a momentary state of mind. I seem to long to go. In spite of myself, I say, how far? Oh, how far? Yet the body and mind will have to work its karma out. I hope it will not be bad. How are you all going on? Where is Mother Church? Is she interviewing the hosts of the Thotmeses and Rameses in the pyramids, or calmly going her round of duties at home? Yet the life seems to grow deep and at the same time lose its hold on itself. Not disgust, nor joy for life, but a sort of indifference. Things will take their course. Who can resist? Only stand by and look on. Well, I will not talk about myself so much. Egregious egotist. I always was that, you know. How about you all? Great fun this life, isn't it? Don't go to the extremes. A calm, restful, settled married life is good for the majority of mankind. Mr. Edward T. Sturdy, the friend with whom I am living now, was in India several times. He mixed with our monks and is very ascetic in his habits, but he is married at last and has settled down. And he has got a beautiful little baby. Their life is very nice. The wife, of course, doesn't much care about metaphysics or Sanskrit, but her whole life is in her husband, and husband's soul is in Sanskrit metaphysics. Yet it is a good combination of theory and practice, I think. Write me all about yourselves if you have time and inclination, and give Mother Church my eternal gratitude. My movements are so uncertain, yet I will be a month more in London. With never-ending gratitude and love, Vivekananda. 9.1.73 Sister Christine, 228 West, 39th Street, New York, 8th December 95. Dear Christina, I am once more on American soil and have taken lodgings at 228 West 39, where I begin work from Monday next. Sometime after Christmas I intend to make a tour through Detroit and Chicago. I do not care for public lecturings at all, and do not think I shall have any more public lectures charging admission. If you will see Mrs. Phelps and others of our friends and arrange some classes strictly on non-payment basis, it will facilitate things a good deal. Write at your earliest opportunity and give Mrs. Funky and all our friends my deepest love and gratitude. Yours ever in the Lord, Vivekananda. P.S. Kripananda is over full of praise of you and Mrs. Funky and sends his loving regards for you. 9.1.74 Sister Christine, 228 West 39th Street, New York, December 10, 1895. Dear Christina, perhaps by this time you have received my first letter. I received yours just now. I had a splendid success in England and have left a nucleus there to work till my arrival next summer. You will be astonished to learn that some of my strongest friends are big guns of the Church of England. This Christmas I am going away a week from 24th December to the country with Mr. and Mrs. Leggett. After that I resume my work. In the meanwhile the classes have begun. I have written to you my intention of taking a quick turn through Detroit and Chicago in the meanwhile and then return back. Give Mrs. Phelps my love and kindly arrange the classes in Detroit with her. The best thing is to arrange for a public lecture where I give out my general plan of work. The Unitarian Church is available, and if the lecture is free, there will be a big crowd. The collection most possibly will cover the expenses. Then out of this we will get the materials of a big class and then hurry them through, leaving Mrs. Phelps and you and Mrs. Funke to work on with them. This plan is entirely feasible, and if Mrs. Phelps and Mrs. Bagley desire it, they can work it out very quickly. Ever yours with love and blessings, Vivekananda. 9.1.75 Sister Christine, 228 West, 39th Street, New York, 12th December 1895. Dear Christina, I am going away out of town from the 24th of this month and will come back on the 2nd of January. From the 24th to the 2nd I will not be here. I will settle the dates for Detroit and Chicago after hearing from you and from Chicago. Paragraph excised from the original letter. My love to Mrs. Funke, excised, and all other friends. Ever yours in the Lord, Vivekananda. 9.1.76 Maharaja of Limdi, Kathiawad, Bombay, Chicago, 14th December 95. Your Highness, the gentleman whom I have the pleasure of introducing to you was the chairman of the Parliament of Religions held in Chicago. He is a holy and noble gentleman. We owe him a deep debt of gratitude. And as he is going to make a tour through India, I hope your Highness will extend him the same hospitality as he has to us. Yours with blessings, Vivekananda. 9.1.77 Diwan of Mysore, Madras. His Excellency Seshahari Iyer, KCSI, Chicago, the 14th December 95. Dear Sir, the gentleman I have the pleasure of introducing to you was the chairman of the Chicago Parliament of Religions. All India owes him a deep debt of gratitude. He is now on a tour through our country, and I am sure you will help him in seeing your part of the country and oblige. Yours with blessings, Vivekananda. 9.1.78 Sister Christine, 228 West, 39th Street, New York, December 24, 1895. Dear Christina, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you. I am going today to the country. I return in 10 days. About the tour through Detroit, I will fix it later on. I am afraid if I go just now, everything here will fall to pieces. I will come anyway, but I am afraid it will be later than I expected. My love to Mrs. Phelps, Mrs. Funke, and all our friends and Christmas greetings. Ever yours in the Lord, Vivekananda. P.S. Kripananda sends his greetings too. V. 9.1.79 Mrs. Old Bull, 228 West 39, New York, 24 December 1895. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you, dear Mrs. Bull, and may peace and health rest on you and yours forever. I am going out of town today and will be back in 10 days. My love to all. Yours affectionately, Vivekananda. 9.1.80 Editor, Light of the East, 1896. Dear Sir, many thanks for your kindly sending me several copies of the Light of the East. I wish the paper all success. As you have asked for my suggestion that I can make towards improving the paper, I must frankly state that in my lifelong experience in the work, I have always found occultism injurious and weakening to humanity. What we want is strength. We Indians, more than any other race, want strong and vigorous thought. We have enough of the superfine in all concerns. For centuries, we have been stuffed with the mysterious. The result is that our intellectual and spiritual digestion is almost hopelessly impaired, and the race has been dragged down to the depths of hopeless imbecility, never before or since experienced by any other civilized community. There must be freshness and vigor of thought behind to make a virile race. More than enough to strengthen the whole world exists in the Upanishads. The Advaita is the eternal mine of strength. but it requires to be applied. It must first be cleared of the incrustation of scholasticism, and then in all its simplicity, beauty, and sublimity be taught over the length and breadth of the land, as applied even to the minutest detail of daily life. This is a very large order, but we must work towards it, nevertheless, as if it would be accomplished tomorrow. Of one thing I am sure, that whoever wants to help his fellow beings through genuine love and unselfishness will work wonders. Yours truly, Vivekananda. 9.1.81 Mrs. Old Bull, 228 West, 39th Street, New York, the 3rd January, 96. Dear Mrs. Bull, I have had a letter from Mr. Trine asking me to have some classes at the Procopia in February. I do not see my way to go to Boston in February, however I may like it. I have given up for the present my plan of going to Detroit and Chicago in February. Later on I will try. Miss Josephine Locke will see to my having classes in Chicago, and I have some friends in Detroit. I may go to Baltimore for a few days in the meanwhile. I enjoyed my visit with the Legates exceedingly. It has braced me for further work. I am very well both physically and mentally. Wishing you a happy new year. I remain yours affectionately, Vivekananda. 9.1.82 Mrs. Charles Mary Funke, 228 West, 39 New York, the 6th January 1896. Dear Mrs. Funke, many thanks for the sweet flowers. It recalls to me the beautiful times we had at the Thousand Islands and presages many such summer gatherings. The work here had begun in right earnest, and we will advance it farther this year than in the last. I am therefore uncertain as to the exact date of my coming to Detroit. I will come, however, very soon. Yours ever in the Lord, Vivekananda. 9.1.83 Mrs. Old Bull, 228 West, 39th Street, New York, 10th January, 1896. Dear Mrs. Bull, I have received your letter and also another from the Secretary of the Harvard Metaphysical Club. I will be only too glad to come to Boston for the Harvard lecture specially, but these are the difficulties in the way. First, the work here will fall to pieces. Secondly, I have begun to write in right earnest. I want to finish some textbooks to be the basis of work when I am gone. I want to hurry through 4 little textbooks before I go. Of course, it is impossible to come this month as the notices of the 4 Sunday lectures are out. In the first week of February, I have again a lecture at Brooklyn at Dr. James's. My idea now is to make a tour to Boston, Detroit, and Chicago in March, and then come back to New York a week or so, and then start for England. In March, I will be able to stay a few weeks at each of these places. Of course, it is true that as yet I have no competent persons here to carry on the work like Sturdy in England, nor any sincere friend to stand by me except you. I will do anything you want me to, and if you think it is good for me to come to Boston in February, I am ready. Ever yours with gratitude, love, and blessings, Vivekananda. P.S. I have not much faith in that Procopia business, except as a nucleus to work from. My love to Miss Hamlin and all the other friends there. Yours, V. 9.1.84 Sister Christine, 24th January, 95-96. Dear Christina, I have not heard from you for long. Hope everything is going on well with you and Mrs. Funke. Did you receive my poem? I had a letter from Mrs. Phelps today. I am coming to Detroit next March early, as I will have to finish my February course in New York. The public lectures will be printed as they are delivered right along. The class lectures will very soon be collected and edited in little volumes. May the Lord bless you ever and ever. Yours ever with love and blessings, Vivekananda. 9.1.85 Mrs. Old Bull, 228 West, 39, New York, the 6th of February, 96. Dear Mrs. Bull, I received your last duly, but owing to many things I have given up the idea of taking rest next month. I go to Detroit the first week of March and then towards the middle or last week come to Boston. I have not much faith in working such things as the Procopia Club, etc. because these mixed up conglomerations of all isms and ities, mostly fads, disturb the steadiness of the mind, and life becomes a mass of frivolities. I am very glad, however, to get an opportunity to talk to the graduates of Harvard. This does not mean that I am not coming to Procopia. I will come, but it will be only for your sake. There is one if, however, and that is if I am physically able. My health has nearly broken down. I have not slept even one night soundly in New York since I came. And this year there is incessant work, both with the pen and the mouth. The accumulated work and worry of years is on me now, I'm afraid. Then a big struggle awaits me in England. I wish to go to the bottom of the sea and have a good long sleep. To Detroit I must go, dead or alive, as I have disappointed them several times last year. There were big money offers from near Chicago. I have rejected them as I do not any longer believe in paid lectures and their utility in any country. If after Detroit I feel the body able to drag itself onto Boston, I will come, else I will remain in Detroit or some other quiet place and rest to recuperate for the coming work in England. So far I have tried to work conscientiously. Let the fruits belong to the Lord. If they were good, they will sprout up sooner or later. If bad, the sooner they die, the better. I am quite satisfied with my task in life. I have been much more active than a sannyasin ought to be. Now I will disappear from society altogether. The touch of the world is degenerating me, I am sure, so it is time to be off. Work has no more value beyond purifying the heart. My heart is pure enough. Why shall I bother my head about doing good to others? If you have known the Atman as the one, only existence and nothing else exists, desiring what? For those desire you trouble yourself? This universe is a dream, pure and simple. Why bother myself about a dream? The very atmosphere of the world is poison to the yogi, but I am waking up. My old iron heart is coming back. All attachments of relatives, friends, disciples are vanishing fast. Neither through wealth nor through progeny, but by giving up everything as chaff is that immortality attained. The Vedas. I am so tired of talking too. I want to close my lips and sit in silence for years. All talk is nonsense. Yours faithfully, Vivekananda. 9.1.86 Miss Emma Thursby, 228 West, 39th Street, New York, February 26, 1896. Dear Miss Thursby, will you oblige me by giving Mr. Goodwin any particulars you can with reference to the business arrangements made for my 6 lectures with Miss Corbin? He will see her, with the idea of obtaining payment. Thanking you in anticipation and with best regards, very truly yours, Vivekananda. 9.1.87 Giridhari Das, Mangaldas Viharidas Desai, 228 West, 39th Street, New York, 2nd March 1896. Dear friend, excuse my delay in replying to your beautiful note. Your uncle was a great soul, and his whole life was given to doing good to his country. Hope you will all follow in his footsteps. I am coming to India this winter and cannot express my sorrow that I will not see Haribhai once more. He was a strong, noble friend, and India has lost a good deal in losing him. I am going to England very soon, where I intend to pass the summer, and in winter next I come to India. Recommend me to your uncles and friends. Ever always the well-wisher of your family, Vivekananda. P.S. My England address is care of E.T. Sturdy, Esquire, Highview, Caversham, Reading, England. 9.1.88 Sister Christine, care of the Procopia, 45 Street, Botolph Street, Boston, Massachusetts, 22nd March 96. Dear Christina, herewith words excised. To countersign it and put it, words excised. I am afraid I have made a mistake in writing Miss to your name. In that case, you will have to sign also as Miss etc. I am enjoying Boston very much, especially the old friends here. They are all kind. Reply promptly. Write fully later on. With everlasting love and blessings, yours etc. Vivekananda. 9.1.89 Mrs. Charles Mary Funke, care of the Procopia, 45 Street, Botolph Street, Boston, Massachusetts, 22nd March 96. Dear Mrs. Funke, I had no time to write a line even. I was so busy. I am enjoying Boston immensely. Only hard work. The meeting with old friends is very pleasing, no doubt. The so-called class swelled up to 500 people last night, and I'm afraid will go on increasing. Everything going on splendidly. Mr. Goodwin as nice as ever. We are all friends here. I go next week to Chicago. Hope everything is going on well with you there. Kindly give my love to Mrs. Phelps, Mr. Phelps, and all the rest of my friends. With all love and blessings, yours, Vivekananda. 9.1.90 Sister Christine, 1628 Indiana Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. April 6, 1896. Dear Christina, line excised. Reply as soon as possible. I'm going forward to New York on Thursday, April 9, and will start for England on the 15th of April. Goodbye and love to you all, to Mrs. Funke, to Mrs. Phelps, and all the rest of our friends. In this life we meet and part again and again, but the mind is omnipresent and can be, hear, and feel anywhere. Yours with love and blessings, Vivekananda. P.S. Give Kripananda and Miss Martha Hamilton my love and blessings when you meet them next. V. Written in the margin, I will go to New York next Friday, April 10.